Why I said you should test your spirit to know if truly you are called is because some people are too lazy. Some they panic once they find out they have spiritual call. Some go around sleeping with men to get that money. It's of no use. That is what will lure some to go and sleep with Dibias. So that the Dibia will use his own personal money to pay for the spiritual items and do spiritual work for you. No, it's not good. That was what I did during my time. I have to tell you this. I tested all of them. Mgbe lulu agalu nke ndị ichie. I used the kola nut after my imanzu and the rest. I used it to talk to them. I didn't break it. I dropped it whole for them. Ndị ichie bennem. Ndị ichie bennam. Ndị ichie kunenne. Ndị ichie kunennam. Nekwa na olu dị m n'iru. Ọkwa nwa unu nwaanyị mgbe ore dibịa nwa ngwa uche ndụ nọ n'ọgbọ. Ọ mụ na-ebeche, ọ mụ na-akpọ unu. Unu anọzikwa ya. Ọkwa unu nwa mụmụ. Ọkwa ọbala unu na-aga na-arụ m olukwe n'omume. Nekwa na ọlụ a ka achọ ka alụọ. Na ego na-agwa anụ. Ngwakwa unu seite unu zam. Agwụ m seite. Chim gosikwa m na gị na-ebuli m ụzọ na-ekpere m azụ. Oya. Ifife bụ power. And they answered. During my water appeasement, they answered. During chi appeasement, my she showed up. During Agu showed up. Even though I wasn't financially buoyant. Eji m oke na nwunye ọkụkọ wee megodo Agu for the first time. Ọ na-adakwa n'afa. Nafa sikwa m nyefe ebune. Anụ nwere ọkpa ịnọ. A wee kwapịa ọsọ n'otego a na-eche m. Ihe nwere oke Agu. Nkenwa. I said, don't worry. At that spot, n'iru anyanwụ na-agbala, face the sun. Welo m ka nra Agwụ m. Ọrụ ezumezu m. Arọbụnago. Ana m ekwu unu nkwa. N'unu meghelu m ụzọ. Na arọbụnago ọzọ m emedo na Agwụ m n'ọbụ ebune ka m meji. Na m ga-etubu unu ugbe n'ugo na awụ mee. Nyekwa unu oke na nwunye ọkụkọ meji wee nacha mma. That was it. And they brought it. ×2. ×3 self. Ka ifu na mmụọ dị ike. Ọ bụrụ na aza dibịa n'ọnụ. When it's time for manifestation, you need to manifest. Manifest abụrụ nke ka ije mebe magic. Asị disappear ka ụmụ nonsense. What kind of test? Useless test. Gege no ebe a ka I disappear. Ndala. It's not about that kind of test that I'm talking about. It's between you and your spirit guide. So you that is listening to me and watching the video, you don't misquote me. Even when it is unexpected, you manifest, even without knowing it. That is why you should be careful. You don't sleep around. You don't fornicate around. Nadafu dibia nwaanyị na-eme mma. Enwe mbosi ya na di eji edina. Same thing with ụfọdụ eze nwaanyị na aka ha dị ọcha. Whatever. We continue. The sixth kind of dibia is dibia mgbaja. Dibia mgbaja. This type of dibia has to do with sacrifice, conducting spiritual sacrifices. Is a specialist in doing that. And mgbaja odika nyele ndị mmụọ n'aka. Dibia mgbaja is a type who is a specialist in carrying out and conducting spiritual sacrifices, which is accepted immediately without any hindrances. This type has solution for any spiritual guide that is troubling any ancestral lineage. And once they become involved in the issue, definitely the problem is solved. They might not be good in other spiritual works, but ije ịlụ ọlụ mmụọ dibịa mgbaja ọlụ ọlụ gị one touch or gago. They carry out sacrificial rituals. That is their strong force. That is their trademark. That is what they are known for, what they are proficient in. Mana that dibịa mgbaja ọ dị agba afa ọ dị alụ ọlụ mmiri, not just weta ọlụ mmụọ. Amago what and what to bring. It's just like an alchemist, or should we call him a scientist? Who would the guy think omagi ha ga-eme. Enwe ike dibịa na-agba afa nyanwa chọọ ịjụ ajụjụ na-ajụ ya kele ife ga-eji. What are the spiritual items to be used to carry out this sacrifice? Where particularly should we place it? 3-road junction, 4-road junction? At the express? Omago river, inside the river, on top the river, beside the river bank, spots, them plenty. So that is his area of specialization. So it is very rare, mana they come. There is a dibia that has all these powers, but the fan are they rare. All this category of dibias that I mentioned, you can see it in one dibia, and on are they very, very rare. Yes, sometimes one can be divinely blessed with all this knowledge in totality, but I want us to have this understanding that there are differences in them. There are some dibia that can only give medicines and heal sicknesses, but cannot predict anything. They cannot they cannot do divination. And such people are called for that purpose only. Then there are some dibias that specialize in predictions, fortune telling, spiritual reading tarot card, oracle card, or any kind of means or medium they use in Egbafa, Afa Ogele, Afa Mmili, Afa Okuchimanya, Afa Aja, Afa Okute, and so on and so forth. But they cannot heal sickness. So what's Afa Kafanagba? After giving you the result of your spiritual divination, you just go elsewhere and do your spiritual work. There are people like that. There are dibias like that. All right? And it's not a bad thing. When it comes to rain making, you know that there are some doctors that can bring down rain, but they cannot stop or control the rain. It will take another rain doctor to be the one to stop it. It happens. Then there are some that have the power to control both. In our Igbo society, all these people, they are recognized in their various fields because of their spiritual ability. So this video is very, very important, not only for ordinary people, but for those who are serving humanity as dibia, upcomers, newbie, baby dibias. You know, if they don't know, this video will really help them to know themselves, to know the area, their area of specialization. It will serve as a guide so that they don't make mistake. They will know what to look out for. They will know what to do. Not really in depth what to do, because I don't teach you what to do. Definitely you must go home to your father's house, your father's land, or your mother's land. You should know where your agu is coming from, whether maternal or paternal side, or whether from both sides of the family. Is really indeed helpful. Mine is from both sides of the family, so I couldn't have run away from it. You see that? So it will help you know your area of specialization. It will also help know the category of dibia you fall in. But one thing people have in common is that everybody have agu. Know what your agu is for. Now, categorically, I'm talking about agu nshoha, a healer. called for some certain area of healing, some certain area of spiritual work, not only healing. Even though the dibia that makes rain to fall, rain is also used for healing. So if he gives you the rainwater to drink and you become healed of any ailment, he's still a dibia too. We have different kinds of agu. I'm not going to talk much about agu here because I've thought about that. You can search my videos on my YouTube channel on agu, kinds of agu. What is agu? It will help you a lot. So what am I trying to say? Today in our society, we have bad eggs who claim they are dibia. Even online, they plenty. Online, they are dibias, but in their villages, nobody sabi them. They not them as dibia. But online, they are dibias. We have a lot of them. We have a lot of quacks, a lot of charlatans. They are everywhere. Impersonating dibias too. There are people online impersonating dibia. So they will steal their video, open a page, whether on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, and they will be duping people. You that you are visiting a dibia, make sure you visit the dibia's page. Make sure that it's the dibia's number that is there. Make sure that you follow the instruction of that dibia. If they say come on WhatsApp, please go to WhatsApp with that number, dibia's number, and drop your message. When they come online, they will see your message. For me, that I am also working class dibia, I might not be online all the time, but once I come online, I will see your message. Allow me to breathe. Some people, once they drop message, they start calling you. Well, you do well to call me, but that is constituting a nuisance. You drop message for somebody, have patience. Definitely, there is no day I don't come online. I have the data for that. But if you're always online all the time, you see people will commonize you. People will just come in your inbox. They are not there for spiritual consultation. They want to be exchanging a pleasantry with you. Do I have that time? Why don't most of you notice that people who are called to serve, they are not loquacious? They have their moments and time. They will be with their Ezume or their spirit guide. You come and you are asking the people, have you eaten? I love you, this and that. You are beautiful, you are gorgeous. I see myself in the mirror. Thank you. Then when I now post on social media, trying to make the page lively, to have visibility, you are jumping into my inbox to jumping into my inbox to still emphasize on it. You are beautiful, you are lovely, this, that, making small talk from there. Gini we mezie. Icho igbam titi or gene. Do I look like I'm looking for a companion? I don't understand most people. And you see some of them, they are youngsters. Ndị ka na-ele mama tank ma papa tank sa. Ị na-abịa n'ịmbọ ọsụ dibịa ka gịnị wee mee to show that you are daring or what? Or that you are not a respecter of yourself? You see some of them, old men who should know better, married men, they make a fool of themselves. It's just one of those disadvantages of social media. If I warn you, you don't take to correction, I block you. Very simple. I don't have to come online on page and start yakking, saying people are disturbing me, this and that. If you do it publicly, of course, I will chastise you publicly. If you do it in my inbox, I caution you. If you repeat it again, blocking. You go chop blocking. As I look for face, no be as I be for my heart. I might look gentle and all that to you. Don't trespass. Iman commonize him. Iman jim pokolo. respect dibias, and dibias will respect themselves. A dibia that does not respect himself or herself, then if you drag the person, if the person no get ibobo, you succeed. If you drag the person, if you get ibobo, you go use them against you. That is if he metelo nwegi. Because learn to understand that we need space. You give us our own respect in the society. Because you are getting one in the Lord, or not army or whatever, is not the reason for you to come to my window with your E-shaped horn speaker. You start blasting and disturbing my sleep. Maybe I had communication with my entities of power midnight or thereabout, then I want to sleep a little bit. Maybe I may praise the Lord and anthem. Because sometimes I have assessed some of these people who say they are the Lord's army. You see, they have elements of mental disorder. They have psychosis. They have schizophrenia. Tell me why somebody will leave the bed at 4 or 5. Chineke kel, iji alala ụlọ ọtụtụ. Your body had been nourished. In what inspiration or in what revelation or dream from your source. The loudspeaker will be making noise everywhere. You see, that's why I love some of our dibias who are natural, who are notarachi. They don't make noise. They send their message, they write their message or whatever medium they use, and they face their front. They don't live bogus lifestyle, clubbing and all that. Famwelunso. Dibia obuna malifon emenwelunso. Onso bu dibia. Idebe nso ni wu agwogi. Onyawa boni ibugini dibia. Not dibia alabanko. Gayoyo. Though some of us are fashion conscious, but when it comes to the things of the spirit, can you prove yourself? That is where you will now know who the dibia is. A dibia dresses decently. Dibia wine dresses decently. You don't come on social media to wiggle and jiggle breast and wiggle waist. What for? You know, there's something most of us don't understand. Some of these young ones who are into, I don't know whether they are Facebook dibia or Facebook as and why. I'm also on Facebook, but when I use that term, you know it's about those people who are overdoing it. They are overzealous. They want attention. They are creating content. Not that they really came to educate on spiritual matters. Can you see the differences now? They come online to jiggle and wiggle it. I don't know if it's TikTok that put them up to that. But sometimes when you're doing some things, you have to be spiritually conscious. How can that app be dictating to you? Even if you want to dance, dance with modesty. I believe age grade they go work and abu we lu tata. Omena no nwanyi oka. Ana agba egwu with ichaka and the rest musical equipment. Do we display our bodies? Do we juggle and wiggle breast? We dress indecently, some of us. Let me not generalize. I don't know whether it's youthful exuberance. Then when it comes to the things of the spirit, which spirit will respect you? When you are doing all sorts of rubbish and you really claim that you are really called. What do I know? So yes, I understand anyone that possesses the knowledge of what saves must have idea of what kills and how to defend oneself from evil adversary. That is a dibia for you. Ezumezu Mwagi will teach you. If not your Ezumezu, then your mentor, I've said it earlier, how to protect yourself from evil ones who would want to taste power, who would want to disgrace you for nothing sake, who are just out for you. You have not offended them, nothing. So this is about having the knowledge of negative and positive, about balance, but the right thing is that you must be positive. Hence, life is involved. Dibia bụ ọzọ ndụ, ọzọ Igbo ndụ ka ị bụ. You are here to save life. You are here to save humanity in whatever gift and talent that you have. So I will urge Dibias to guard their spiritual gifts securely, very well, while observing their Nswagu. As people come close to them to tap, exploit, harness their power and spiritual abilities, that is when you are taken for granted. That is when you are commonized. They told you all the negative sides of African healing process and the Dibia, but they never ask you if you know the positive side. Do you believe that Dibias or native doctors are bad due to some bad eggs among them that are often negative in their practice, the ones who have their agu corrupted? But have you not asked yourself who is responsible for creation of some deadly diseases like Ebola, SARS, Lassa fever, HIV/AIDS, COVID-19? Those people who have that knowledge, who are they? That they use it to do evil. But if you want to be anyanzu, you know why Well, all I can say is that African spirituality is not an evil practice. Ordinary Igbo is not an evil practice. If you compare and contrast the way Western religion and Western education and Western media paint us in bad light, you will see it's all about maybe power tussle or superiority complex or inferiority complex. They want us to see them as the superior. They want to be the best in all. So everything black that comes from the black continent, they want to degrade us. It's all about supremacy. They want to show they are the best. There is no black man that is not a genius. There is no African that is not a genius. The Almighty created us specially and gave us that gift. Why are we not using it? Why do we choose not to? We should use it. Harness our potentials. Especially those of you whose parents have traveled out. And your child is undergoing that spiritual awakening, having problems. You need to ask questions. Do spiritual consultation. So that it will not enter into psychosis or mental problem. Well, it's all about being positive and always maintaining positive vibrations for every good Dibia. So, even before the advent of religion, Western practices, medicine, produce the Western way, we have always used herbs, spices, to treat all kinds of ailments, whether it's psychiatric problem, infertility, you name it. We have herbal solution for it with the help of our herbalist. So before the advent of westernization or colonization, maybe healthcare services and delivery, before they came to Africa, Africans have always enjoyed good health. You should know this. Africans have good medications because they use natural products and also back it up with spirituality. That's spirituality. When I say ekpele, it's for you to understand me, Because if I don't say prayer, you will not know. Aga na-agodo mmụọ, praying for your healing. Na-agodo you for the mma gị, for ọgwụgwọ nsọ gị. A na-enyekwa gị ọgwụ. And the way it's prepared, whether a decoction or tincture, in whichever way. All the medicine and medication, these herbs. But when it comes to preservative, some use artificial preservatives to make it in form of capsules, tablets, and all that, because of its shelf life. But for me, production comes in batches, so that before I produce next, the other one might have finished up. That's how it should be. So just know that every poison has its antidotes. Every sickness has its cure. In African ways of healing, every problem has a remedy. And who provides that remedy? Dibia. So stop the stigmatization against Dibias. Stop it. While you are a Dibia on this journey, it is not easy. You will have challenges from the four corners of this earth, from the family, from your family, your relative, your friends, the society you live in. Don't give up. That's what I want to tell you. I want to urge you not to give up. Don't deviate. Because it's because of this stigmatization, harassment, and all that you see them, they tend to the opposite side. If you have a Dibia in your family, thank the Almighty. You don't know what the Almighty has done for you. You people have a protector. You have a light worker, a star seed, a medium. There is nothing that will want to happen in that family that Dibia will not see it. If it's the kind of Dibia Nagbafa, Divina. There are also so many ways that spirit talk to someone. Even if the Dibia is not Dibia, there are signs that you should learn to read. Signs, they can come from animals. They can come from birds. A cat will just pass your path. It has meaning. It cross you by force. Or a lizard, it has a meaning. And all will suddenly start hooting. Hoo, 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 hoo. It's a meaning out of nowhere. Maybe in the middle of, let's say in the hot afternoon. It has a meaning. So learn to read the signs. Maybe your tongue will start scratching your palm. It all have a meaning. It used to happen to me. Here will scratch me. And I know that money is coming. Within 2 to 3 days or even that same day, money will come. Learn those signs if you are not the kind of Dibia that have the pineal gland open, that don't have natural Osenabo. I have talked about Osenabo. It's here on one of my videos. What am I saying? Dibias are your brothers and sisters. Your uncles, your aunties, your nephews, your nieces, they are members of your family, members of the society where you live. And I will urge every Dibia to be registered. Have your respect. Have your dignity. Register in your state. If the local government, they have association for Dibias, register. If you're the federal government, of course, register Nigerian Union of Medical Herbal Practitioners. You register. Anambra Indigenous Dibia. Go and register. Have your license. Practice in peace. Once they come into your office and they see all this, who is coming to harass you? Make sure you update, if it is annually or every 2 years. Update, upgrade yourself. Don't limit yourself. If you know you have additional talent and passion or skill, upgrade it as a Dibia. See how it will factor in this your spiritual calling and add it to one of your skills. Add it as one of your area of specialization. Don't limit yourself. I hope I've educated you who the mouthpiece of the gods are, what is expected of them, their types, categories. This is me, Dibia Wanguchendu, signing out. Thank you.